So today we are going to see something about a place I recently visited. It is the Haga Ocean Butterfly House, and it's called in Swedish Fjärilshuset, which means the butterfly's house. So this is a place that we visited with another family, and we got to see the beautiful blue morpho butterflies maintained in such beautiful greenhouses, and it was an absolute pleasure to see and learn about them along with the kids. The place also had a lot of aquatic animals like the reef sharks and starfishes, sea urchins, the colorful fishes from the reef, and lots more. I will show you some of the clips that we took on our visit to the Haga Ocean, and I shall also show you the art that I made after a visit. I made one double spread there. This is the first time I've actually taken out my sketchbook in public when I've gone to visit some place with a friend. And then there is a park, I think it's Haga Park, adjacent to the butterfly house, and it is really vast, beautiful place to have a picnic. Actually, the time that we went, I think we saw a bride having a bridal shower, and it was a lot of fun to see that. And I came back home and I couldn't stop seeing the pictures that I had taken. I made 10 to 14 spreads of art from the pictures that I took. I also have the process for a couple of them or so. So I'll show them all to you. Okay? Now let's head on over to the desk. So this is how it all started. This spread was done at Haga Ocean, just outside the butterfly house, and I had taken so many pictures, and this was one of my favorite pictures. I kept drawing it over and over again, so I really liked how I captured this particular butterfly. It's the blue morpho. I've written Butterfly Park, Haga Ocean. It's actually Butterfly House. We saw so many cocoons like the chrysalis and butterflies today. Time together with Kutis and Priya's family. So this was with my friend Priya, and I so enjoyed. I was so grateful. She actually told me that if you could draw while we were there. I always carry my sketchbook, but I never take it out of the bag. So this was a lovely time there. I used some markers and I used watercolors on gouache, and this was after I came back home. I used only Tombows. When I was drawing this at first, I did not know what this was, except I knew that there was a sliver of orange here, but I did not know what this was, so I just captured it with what I felt. I thought it was a stick. It was after that I realized that there was a banana underneath and there was an orange on top. All the butterflies were swarmed and sitting on it and having a wonderful time, I guess. At first it took me a while to realize that they were butterflies, and these butterflies, they are blue. The upper wing is blue and the underside of the wing is brown. They have these eye spots which help to deceive their predator and to make it look like an owl or a snake, possibly, to deceive its predator and to fly at any chance that it gets. And we also saw an axolotl there at the Haga Ocean. So I think they've also laid eggs, I'm not sure. So it was nice to see axolotl. The children were jumping up and down. Oh my god, it's an axolotl, and yeah, they were overjoyed. And this one is another picture of a pineapple along with the orange, surrounded by these wonderful butterflies, and It was so nice to see them. At first, I felt that the park, the entry fee for the park was quite costly because I felt it might deter people from coming. But after I stepped inside the greenhouses, I felt, oh my god, there was so much of work going into maintaining a sustainable ecosystem for them. There were so many chrysalis that I felt there is so much to learn from this place, and I really loved the experience. And yet another one, you will be able to see some of the process of this one, and then the next one. I really loved the art that I could make from this visit. It turned out to be like an artist date where I could absolutely enjoy, take so many pictures, be surrounded by butterflies swarming around here and there, and most of them around those feeding stations that they had provided for the butterflies. And this is the picture that I had drawn here. I had zoomed into it in these two places, and this is the outstretched, actually I kept trying to draw portrait photos as landscapes, but I really liked how I rendered this one. So much of there was layer upon layer of foliage and trees, and the greenhouse was so, it was moist, and you could feel the difference from what was outside and what was inside. This is my son and my friend's daughter, whom I tried to draw. And this tree was filled with white blossoms, but after I drew the trunk, I did not want to place anything white or to hide how beautiful the trunk was, so I left this at that. They were playing and sitting and chatting with sticks and some stones, looking at ants. This was another spread where I just sketched the many photos that I saw. There were rows and rows of cocoons from which one or two butterflies were hatching. We were blessed to see that, and for the children to see it as well. There were quails around in that, but in the greenhouse where these butterflies were, they were essential for that particular ecosystem, is what I read. And this is the one. I had another photo which had a banana. That is how I realized that this photo was also a banana that I was trying to draw. Yeah, so many photos. This was again a bit of the pineapple. There was one different butterfly. I felt the wing was injured and it was resting on a leaf with a different kind of a wing, because all of them, the rest were all blue morphos. They form a significant inhabitant of the rainforests in Central America. And then I drew one of me holding one. This actually happened. There was a couple of children, I think, who had the butterfly on their finger, and they were trying to place it back onto a leaf. But instead of that, my daughter outstretched her hand, and the butterfly just moved on from the other child's hand to my daughter's. And then we all took it in turns. Nothing happened. The butterfly was not harmed. It was very carefully handled. All we did was stretch our finger, and it just moved from one finger to the other, and then we slowly placed it next to the leaf, and it moved on to the leaf as well. I wanted to try a self-portrait, and I did this, and I tried again and I'm going to show you. So with this in this sketchbook, it's done. And then I tried in another sketchbook where I tried by going into tombos, but I felt I had the likeness more here than I had over here. I lost a lot of the likeness in this photo. And then I wanted to try again, so but this time I felt I was able to capture a lot of the likeness. I tried a different, like a little more zoomed out look. There was a board behind me that had named the parts and the body of the butterfly, and did you know facts and all that. So I tried to capture everything. I really like this spread, and yeah, and then I tried that thing again and again. This was where all the cocoons were, and one particular butterfly came and sat on top. I really like this picture too, but these were very quick renditions, just a matter of 15 minutes max. So I was very quick and trying to be very loose about the whole thing. And then this was another photo of the coral and the aquatic life that was there. This was a meh page for me. I like these two fishes though, and all these anemone and coral. So this was where the reef sharks were swimming. So there is a picture with this reef behind and the shark swimming on top like this, and but I had taken a picture of just this part of the reef and I really loved it. So I wanted to make an illustration, and all of this was just with markers, and I love how I have rendered it, and I love that I have had some sparkly bits with a pencil gel pen. All this coral is with that. There is so much of wonder, and there was so much of inspiration in me that I could not stop, and I wanted to make all these illustrations from one place. It all started in one place, and I made so many of them. I was very, very happy. So I hope to go on more dates with myself, I guess. I'm grateful that my friend invited us to go with them. So all of this happened because of one visit to one place that was so inspiring. It inspired me to make so much art, and I'm grateful for that. I was very inspired to make a lot of art after my visit to the butterfly house, and if that's something that you would like to do, it's at Stockholm, and I hope you can see it for yourself too. I'll see you all soon in another video. Bye bye.